In honor of Black History Month, we're going to talk about some African Americans who were influential in the transportation industry, not just trucking, transportation as a whole. This is Elijah McCoy. Many of you know that the transportation industry is normally referred to, we just think about trucking, but the transportation industry is air, land, rail, and sea. Elijah was born in Canada to two parents who fled slavery on the Underground Railroad. It's kind of ironic that McCoy actually owns 59 patents related to the rail industry. During the Industrial Revolution that we undertook here in Americas, the steam engine was one of the major revolutions that we experienced for train and transportation as we know it. Steam engines were invented using boiling water. They used that boiling water to drive pistons back and forth for that movement in order for it to rotate the wheels and have the trains riding on the tracks. In 1829, the first steam locomotives came over here to the United States from England. Now, in order for these steam engines to function properly, they needed constant fuel lubrication. Now, the former could be completed just with the train moving on the tracks, but in order for the evolution to occur, they needed to stop the trains, right, and then lubricate them and load them with the coal, which then would burn so they could do what they need to do to keep the water boiling, which would cause trains to have to come to a complete stop on the tracks in order for them to complete their transit. Mr. McCoy invented the automatic engine lubricator, and this was inducted by the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Due to Mr. McCoy's inventions, steam engines no longer had to stop on the tracks. They could continue to run and be lubricated. When Elijah was just 15 years old, he was sent over to Scotland to study mechanical engineering. Well, when he returned to the United States, because of his African-American descent, because of his skin color, he was not able to get a job with these certifications. He was actually just hired to work as a boiler room operator and essentially was a fireman for the axles and the different things of the parts of the trains, shoveling coal. Now, although we may think that this was unfortunate, it was because of this very job that he had and his education and training that he was able to develop a more effective and efficient way to lubricate the engine and prevent it from overheating. In 1872, McCoy invented what is now called the oil drip cup, which was literally an instant success at the rail. Although McCoy had a patent for this, because of his more simplistic style, many railroads started to duplicate his particular invention. But because McCoy's invention was so much more easier to use and it was more effective, people and engineers started asking for the real McCoy. Throughout his tenure at the Michigan Central Railroad, he was promoted to the position of instructor, and he taught others how to use his inventions, and he later became a consultant to the railroad. Shout out to Elijah McCoy. Happy Black History Month. We're going to be back with more tips all month long of African Americans who impacted the transportation industry. Love y'all. Follow me, man.